Hi there, guys. It is Wednesday, the 18th of April, 2018. I'll just pan around so you can see my view. It is a glorious, lovely, lovely morning. It's about 8:30 in the morning. Last night, I camped out by myself. I found a little stealth camp, which is always a little bit nerve-wracking at first, but then I settled down into sleep, and yes, the night thankfully was uneventful. No human or bear unwanted visitors came to visit me in the night, and so thank you God for that. Anyway, I'm making my way to Franklin today in North Carolina, and I hope to take a Nero and a Zero, get myself together. But yeah, the birds are tweeting. I don't know if you can hear that. And yeah, it's a lovely, glorious morning. Yesterday morning, I was the complete opposite of this. I had zero energy. I had such a bad night's sleep. I really was on a downer. And so last night, managed to get some good sleep. And feel much better, feel a bit more energized. And so getting good sleep out on the trail is crucial. And so you've got to select your camp spot and hopefully don't camp too close to people if you can avoid it. You're going to be making noise and also listening to their noise. And so, another day in paradise. Catch you later. Hi guys, it is Saturday the 20th of April 2019 and I'm at the Winding Stair Gap, just short of Franklin, North Carolina. I've just been dropped off by a really sweet shuttle driver who brought me the 10 miles to the trailhead for free. There's a trail maintenance club and they give out free shuttle rides. His name was Ken. He was very sweet and I really appreciate it. I'm going to pan around. I don't know if you can make it out, but it's actually sleeting, it's snowing. And when I was in his vehicle, I was actually questioning the wisdom of me getting out of his car in order to hike in this weather. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Anyway, I shouldn't complain because I've had the last 2 nights in a comfy hotel. And so, it's time to get back on the trail. It's not the best of days to be heading back, but you've got to get back out there. I'm going to put on another warm layer and get some gloves on. And got to dig deep and listen to some good music. I think if it's like this, by the time I get to the shelter, I'm actually going to sleep inside the shelter, which I really don't like doing. But I don't think it's going to be a problem otherwise. Anyway, I'll speak to you later. Although it's cold and it's snowing, it's so pretty. Just look at this. Okay, this amount of snow is fine. Any more? And no, it's not necessary. Yeah, this is so pretty. It really is. I've just started my hike for the day. I've got 10 miles to do until I get to the shelter. And if it is still snowing and it's quite miserable, I'm actually going to bite bullet and sleep in the shelter. Something that I try to avoid doing at all costs. I'm not a big shelter fan. Oh man, it's just so beautiful. I think being out in nature in all of the seasons, you really get to see the full beauty of God's creation. Yeah. Let's hope there's no more snowfall. Yeah, this amount I can handle. Compared to previous hikers, the footage that I've seen, this is nothing. And so I take my hat off to all those brave, intrepid hikers who brave out when there's several inches of snow to contend with. I'm not there yet, but you know, hey ho, it's a process. All right guys, talk to you later. Hi guys, it's me. It's Sunday the 20th of April and it's Easter Sunday. I just wanted to do a follow-up vlog from yesterday when it was snowing. I finally made it to the shelter and oh my god, it was the most miserable night I've ever had. I was so cold. There were about 5 of us all crammed up into the shelter. To my left there was a young lady up against the wall, which happens to be my favourite spot if I ever do have to sleep in a shelter. And then there were, 3 guys to the right of me. And so, I kid you not, it took me about 2 hours before I could feel my toes, even though I had 2 pairs of socks on. It was just so cold. And I really felt bad for people because they were coming into the shelter and they were saying, is there room for one more? And we were like, no. And so the poor guys had to pitch up their tents while it was still snowing. And so I thought, thank goodness, you know, at least I'm in the shelter. But yeah, it was cold. There was no joke. It was no joke. I had to take 2 sleeping pills just to knock myself out. And even then, in the middle of the night, because my bladder is so bloody small and weak, I had to get up. I think it was about 2 a.m. And I sort of stumbled my way out and I thought, I'm not going to go all the way to the privy. So I just pulled down my pants and just peed by the shelter. And I thought, I don't care if there's anybody out who can see me. Yeah, I just got to answer the call of nature. And so, yeah, it was it was horrible. And so I had moments of sleep and then moments of waking up and just chattering, the real sort of lancing, piercing cold that goes through your teeth and your bones. And so I was so glad when it was morning. At 6 a.m. I was the first person up and was getting my gear together and put on my stove to make some coffee just to heat myself up. And, you know, I was just out of there. But one good thing, when it snows, I do hike much more faster. And so yesterday, getting to the shelter, I made it there in record time. A, because I was hiking so quickly, and B, because there was nowhere to sit down because everywhere was covered in snow. And if you do sit down, your body temperature drops so quickly so that you just feel so cold. And so yesterday I was just pushing out the miles, and so I got to the shelter quite quickly. But it just meant that, you know, you were hanging around and waiting for sleep to overcome you before you could get comfortable. And so by contrast, today has been a lovely day. It just goes to show that the trail, as in life, is full of unpredictability, and some days are good and other days aren't so good. But yeah, today has been glorious. The sun is about to set. I'll pan around so you can have a look and see. I wonder if you can. I'm doing a bit of stealth camping, which means that I've just found a little campsite and I pitched up my tent. Yep, there it is. It's a new tent, by the way. But that's another vlog. Yep, I got a new tent. I had to ditch my Z-Packs, even though I tried. Okay, so yeah, it's a lovely little spot. And so, yeah. another day in paradise. Anyway, tomorrow I think I've got about 5 miles to do before I get to the Nantahala Outdoor Centre, otherwise known as the Knock. Okay guys, speak to you later. Hi guys, I'm just leaving the Nantahala Outdoor Centre, otherwise known as the Knock. A really, really nice place to come and chill and hang out. I managed to grab a quick shower. I washed the clothes that I'm in, had some lunch, and I picked up my resupply box, which is added, oh my god, I don't know how many pounds to my already heavy weight. Yeah, I kind of timed that wrong. I was doing some YouTube research and they said that the Knock and Fontana Dam, which is coming up, are good places to resupply. So I sent boxes to both of those places, and both boxes have got about 5 days worth of food. So the Fontana Dam, the next stop, is about 3 days away, and I'm already carrying too much food, so yeah. Anyway, that's another video to be made. But yep, I like the Knock. Good vibes, good people, very friendly. They've got a great outfitter shop. And yeah, what more can I say? Thank you very much, Knock. And I'm about to make the ascent now because I've got a big climb up to my next shelter, and I'm going to be going to Sassafras Gap Shelter. Isn't that a brilliant name? Sassafras. Anyway, guys, I'll speak to you later. Bye for now. Oh God. Hi guys, this is me. This is later on that day. As you can see, I've set up my little tent site and I'm literally on the trail. That is the trail there. I've been climbing Sassafras Mountain for the last 4 hours or so, and it is undoubtedly the hardest climb I've had since Amicalola. It has kicked my butt, and apparently it's a notorious mountain, and I'm really glad that I didn't know that before I started. I was weighed down because I resupplied at the Knock, and my pack was super heavy, and it was just never ending. It was like a death by 1,000 paper cuts, and so I'm exhausted. There was supposed to be a campsite, I think about a mile or so from the stream, so I filled up my water bladder and been carrying it. And then I just saw this clearing just to the left of the trail, so I thought, great, I'm just going to set up my tent, and it is literally on the trail just there, and I've been joined by a fellow hiker, so this is home for the night, and I am exhausted. Sassafras Mountain, oh my God, I don't have any love for you right now, but I know that it's all good training. All right guys, speak to you later.